Welcome to the 2020 SRT Virtual Annual Meeting. My name is Steve Lisney, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer and General Manager of SRT. Obviously, this is a first for our cooperative, as the year 2020 has become a year of many changes, mainly due to the COVID-19 pandemic. More than ever, people are relying on their communication services for work, for their children's education, for keeping in touch with loved ones, and for sustaining their physical and mental well-being, which is why SRT and other telecommunications providers are specifically recognized by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security as critical infrastructure providers whose assets, systems, and networks, whether physical or virtual, are considered to be so vital to the United States that their incapacitation or destruction would have a debilitating effect on security, national economic security, national public health or safety, or any combination thereof. For this reason, SRT, during the early stages of the pandemic, continued to connect customers to our services, even as other businesses were forced to shut down. We also participated in a program to connect homes with children identified by our local schools who did not have internet access required for home learning. To ensure our customers have the highest level of broadband service available, as early as back in 2012, SRT started our Fiber to the Home plan to bring fiber optics directly to our customers. We have various stages of work in progress related to our Fiber to the Home deployment. SRT service cutovers is a stage in the Fiber to the Home process in which our customer service representatives contacts the customer and schedules a home visit so our technicians can activate their individual services on fiber. Current service cutover areas include Lake Minnegoshi, Minot Air Force Base, Newburgh, West Hope, Upham, Sherwood, and Tolly. Meanwhile, construction crews are actively boring fiber in the ground in Granville, Surrey, Glenburn, Burlington, and Towner. Once the fiber is placed in the ground, the splicing crews need to connect the fiber. They fuse the fiber strands together to connect to the network. Splicing is taking place in Deering, Max Bass, and Berthold, and fiber has been placed in the ground, and splicing will soon start in Carpio, Donnybrook, Delac, Butte, Carlsruhe, Sawyer, Mohall, and Lansford. Additional work has begun in neighborhoods around Minot, including those in the Perkett area, Eastwood Park area, Northeast Minot homes that are located south of the airport and north of McKinley Elementary, and finally homes and businesses located south of Oak Park. As we complete the rural fiber build and turn our focus towards Minot, we expect to place fiber in 4,800 locations in Minot in 2021.
In 2009, SRT entered into the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Rural Economic Development Loan and Grant Program, also known as Red Leg. To provide funding to a rural organization, qualified projects must create and retain employment in rural areas along with other parameters. The mobile ambulance service was the first entity to be awarded a Red Leg program. They needed a new building to house the ambulance and fire trucks and qualify for a 10-year zero-interest loan. In 2019, Mole paid off the $360,000 loan and became SRT's first completed Red Leg project. In addition to the Red Leg program at SRT, the board donates to many community programs and projects. Throughout the year, the board of directors sees the value of having a vibrant, thriving communities in the area we serve.
Each year, there are new regulations that SRT monitors to ensure we are in compliance and that we are implementing them appropriately in the best interest of our customers. New regulations currently being considered include robocall blocking. In June 2019, the FCC ruled that phone companies may block unwanted robocalls before they reach consumers. SRT has signed up for call blocking based on analytics with Transaction Network Services. On November 26, 2019, the Commission released its supply chain order, which prohibited USF recipients from using those funds to purchase or maintain communications equipment or services from covered companies, including Huawei and ZTE. SRT has never used these vendors in our network, so we were complying even before the order was issued. Finally, on March 31st, 2020, The FCC issued a mandate for telephone companies to implement call authentication to combat spoofed robocalls. Like other small rural providers, SRT is working with its vendors to gain access to the equipment required to implement this requirement.
During these trying times, we would like to extend several heartfelt thank yous to SRT employees. From the beginning of the pandemic, our buildings and ground staff kept our buildings sanitized in order to provide a safe work environment. Our IT and network departments set up work from home stations to ensure we continue business operations. And those work from home employees proved that they could function effectively and efficiently even in alternate workspaces. Limited employees were needed to work in office, but they did so carefully following CDC guidelines. Our customer-facing departments handled our customers with care. Out of respect for our customers, those departments took extra precautions to ensure we were putting the customer safety first, as well as understanding that stress and anxiety were at a heightened level for many, and patience was the key. Our business department proactively reached out to business customers to ensure them we were here to serve their communication needs. Engineering and technicians kept our network functioning and continued with fiber projects. The accounting and regulatory departments ensured we were in strong financial position to continue to do our work. In closing, thank you members, fellow board members, and employees for staying connected to SRT by supporting our mission, providing quality service to our customers.